So what's up, everyone? It is your girl Gel Beauty 87 here, aka Grace, and today we're gonna get into Meet Me in the Underworld palette from Lois Cosmetics. So I had debated on buying this because I was like, I'll just wait till Black Friday. Y'all wasn't really feeling my first Lois Cosmetics palette video, which is the Meet Me in the Underworld here. Even though I really like the formula of this palette and I like the color story of this palette. As you can see, it has the romantic tones on one side and then the earthy green tones on the other side. This is Meet Me in the Underworld, the original one. I'll try to remember to link that video up above. But I think I just got to the party late with that. Maybe y'all had already seen other creators of our skin tone do it, and that's why you're like, okay, that's cute, girl, but I already saw that. So I decided to get the Meet Me at Midnight palette just because I liked the color story of it. And it ended up going on sale on their website for 25% off. So I was like, oh, okay, I'll get it now. Because I was going to wait till Black Friday and just see if I could get a deal. But I got a deal sooner. And I was like, okay, sounds good to me. So I feel like I have other palettes in my collection that are somewhat similar to this color story. Not exact. For example, I'm going to show you the Suede Cosmetics, I think it's called Arcana palette. And I feel like it's somewhat similar to this. And then I feel like I have another jewel tone palette. I want to see if the Manny palette is similar to this one. The Moonspell Volume 1. So I hold it up beside this one too. But this is what it looks like beside the Arcana palette. I agree with Baddie Bean about how I feel like this would be a good companion palette to this one because it has some of the jewel tones that this one is lacking. Like this one is more of a pink and purplish green, whereas this is more like warm tone and cool tone combination. So I feel like it'd be a good companion palette. But you know, let me get my Manny palette and see if I'm right. So I have my Moonspell one here with me because I'm trying a new series to talk about my eyeshadow palette so I can have a reason to use older eyeshadow palettes again on camera. Okay, I don't think this is as close as I thought it was going to be, but I still figure I'll show it to you since it's here, we're here, everyone's here. Y'all know how I am. You see what I'm saying? Like it has some of the greens in it and then it has like the pink purple feel to it, and then the new one just has a bigger pink purple feel to it. So I feel like it's somewhat similar, but it's not close enough to where I'd say like, you know, it's dupable. If anything, I feel like the Arcana one is closer to being dupable than this. And like I said, I'm gonna have to look at my collection for other similar tones, but I didn't feel like going through all that today, so I did not. It's 4 in the morning when we're filming this, so girl, yeah. But I'm gonna go off camera, try to give y'all a cute little combination. I don't know what exactly I want to do, so I'm gonna have to figure it out. But let me zoom on it now, so when we come back, you know, will be. I don't have any prices for you, sorry, because you know, yeah, they didn't. It's in British pounds, so I'm not sure what the conversion is, but I guess I can check my receipt and tell y'all how much I paid for it. But it's not gonna be how much you gonna pay, cause like I told y'all, I got it for 25% off. But let's see. Yeah, see, my receipt is in British pounds, so it's it was on sale for $28.99 British pounds, and I paid $34.64 British pounds for it. So sorry, it doesn't. Oh, okay. So it says I paid $47.80 with the discount that I got. So with shipping and taxes, that's how much it cost me. But again, it was on sale when I bought it, so I figured it might be over like $50-something when you don't buy it on sale. But now I'm gonna go off camera for real and figure out how I look. Okay. Sorry y'all, I forgot to read the card. It says, hope you love your next Meet Me at Midnight palette. Sorry, your new Meet Me at Midnight palette. So excited to hear what you think and see the looks you create. So it says hashtag Meet Me at Midnight on the card, and this is what it says. So now I'm going camera. Okay, y'all, this is the eye I came up with this palette. So this is what I did. I basically used just about this entire top row. So we used all 3 of those shades. Then I use this shade and this shade on the lower lash line. Then I use this shade and this shade in the inner corner, and that's how we got whatever's going on here. Now I will say the purple did show up on me, which I was shocked about because I didn't think it was gonna show up, girl. I was over there like, yeah, okay, we're gonna dab this on and try to be cute, and then it's not gonna work. But it showed up for a few seconds and it, you know, faded off into the sunset, you know, and with wherever it is that these shades decide to go. My eyelid is so glittery, but that's because I had the Hella palette on earlier today. I was so excited I could use it again because it came back in stock. It came back in stock yesterday at what do you call it? March the 22nd. So I posted March the 22nd my look with it since I could post it again because, you know, it was in stock and you had a chance to grab it. So if you didn't, you know, I don't know. I want to do some more looks with it along with the other collab palettes like Tina's and Annette's. So I'll probably try to do something with that, but tomorrow I think I'm just gonna use Neon MUA's Lunar palette again, because I really been enjoying that, and y'all know I love pastels for the spring, so I was all about using his palette, because his palette has guaranteed pastels work for some of my skin tone. So shout out to Darius, I love him, and I am going to use his palette for like probably the third time, or the third post. I'm trying to get as many posts out as possible, because I like it, and I really want people to see that pastels do work on people's skin tone. I mean, this one's actually showing up quite nicely. I didn't think it would show up as well as it is, so I'm happy about that. And matter of fact, I guess we'll start off with that shade. So what I did was, it's called Phase. I just took it in the inner corner here and originally dabbed it on toward the front, and then like just brought it up to where like the brow bone is. So I'm dabbing it in the very front in the inner corner here. And then I started blending it when it got up here, because I wanted it to be more like an airbrush thing after I put that pink shade that's next to this shade into the outer V and made that the outer V shade. So that's how I'm doing it like this again. Yeah, I'm hoping I don't get stuck in a lot of rush hour traffic. I feel like I'm going to be in it, but I'm hoping it's not super bad, because, you know, it's Asian's late start day though, so I try to do it on Wednesdays when he has late start, so that way I can still get the same amount of sleep I normally get. So I'll still get my same like 3 hours before I have to get up and take him to school, since I don't have to get up to like 8:30, 9 o'clock now. So as you can see, that shade looks pretty nice. As you can see it on camera coming up, and you can see it on both sides of my face, but I was happy about that. Now we're gonna get into the shade New Day. That's that fuchsia pink shade I put on the outer V to go with this look. I did think the lower lash line looked weird, but I put the lower lash line together before I decided how exactly I was going to use these colors, because I knew I would use these colors. I saw Makeup Mister do a really nice look with it, but I was like, I knew I was going to do her look, because I'm not that intricate when it comes to makeup. I mean, maybe one day, but girl, not today. Okay, thank you. So I was like, we're not gonna display ourselves like that, and then be sitting up there for like a half an hour trying to pull the look together, because I had no idea what I was doing, and it's 4 in the morning. I'm trying to wing it. Like, no, we're gonna play it safe, especially since I heard the formula in this palette is different than the other one. I don't see a huge difference other than the shimmers. I feel like the shimmers in the original palette were like easy to use, and I see what Angie means about the shimmers in this palette. But I hear shimmers are I hear like purples are hard to formulate, but that's the thing. I felt like the blue one was the one that gave me a little difficulty with sticking on the lid, not the purple one. So that's what was interesting to me about it. But anyway, we're gonna get my good old glitter glue now, and then cut my crease, and then put the blue shade on again. And this is just a color grain. What is this? A shadow brush. It came in the Safari Rain collection. And the good thing is, since I use a separate shade for the purple, I don't have to worry about it transferring blue over when purple over when I do the glitter glue. It should just transfer over the blue that I'm already putting on the lid, and that should be fine. And the only reason I brought the purple in is I felt like when I went toward the back of the eye, I don't know if I let the glitter glue sit too long, or if it was too much glitter glue on the brush when I was cutting it out like this. But I felt like the blue wasn't sticking when it got toward the back, and it just looked a little patchy. So I was like, I will fix it by covering it up. So I've been patting these on with the brush with the glitter glue on it to get like the opacity I was getting. So I'm gonna keep doing that, like I did on the first eye that you all didn't see. So you can see I am patting. Alright, swiping, just trying to pat. And now I'm starting to swipe once I get like a shape and the opacity that I want behind it. I would say I like the color story of this one better than the first one. Like the first one, it's not that it's a bad color story, it's just I feel like I'll get more use out of this palette than I will out of the first one, just because the colors are more up my alley, as we all know. Because first of all, it's way more color. Like there's the cute little neutral side that's like the romantic colors, and there's cute little like green side for the earthy moment. But like this one just seems to have more just overall pops of color, so I like it better as far as color story goes. Now, from what I remember about the formula of the other one, I feel like it's a lot easier to work with, but with like those type of tones, I feel like it would be easier. With these pastels and all this other stuff, this wouldn't be as easy to work with. Now we're gonna take the shade Witching Hour, which is the purple that I put toward the back that I was telling y'all about. So I'm gonna start blending both these together and So we just have to build it up. That's what I noticed about these brighter, lighter shades. With the older palette, or the first palette, I didn't feel like I had to like build it up like I'm building up now. But again, these aren't those simple type of tones. So I feel like that palette is like a more safe palette, and then this one is more like we're gonna go for the balls to the wall color situation. So since it is that one, I feel like we have to, you know, build this one up a little bit more. So now we're gonna go back in with that Tonight shade and just kind of over here to have more airbrush effect. Plus I feel like there's more blue going further back on the other eye, so we need to make them match. So y'all, I got a new computer. It just came, I told y'all I ordered a while ago. Well, it just came in the mail today. Instead of supposed to come Tuesday, and it came on Tuesday like it's supposed to. So I'm like, okay, fine with me. I'm just building a little bit more purple back up. But so I took it to work to use it because I had mainly bought it to use at work. And as soon as my son saw it, first he's like, so I get your computer now, mommy, right? I'm like, when did I tell y'all you need a computer? He's like, when you said you got a new one, you let me have it. I said, no, I told you I let your grandma have it, not you. Now we're gonna take the shade Half Moon. So I'm like, we already got the desktop in the house, and he already broke the computer his dad got him. So I'm like, yeah, no, you're not about to break this computer too, because that's the one I use now that has all, like, you know, my old videos and stuff on it. So the last thing I need for him to do is break it. Like, yeah, no. That's our inner corner. This is the clean brush I've been using to dust everything. So it's dust over here first of all, and dust right here. Then I'm going to go in with a little more of that purpley pastel shade I started off at the beginning of the eye, just to make it a little bit more brighter to start off again, and to match it with the other eye that I feel like looks brighter for right now anyway. So brush again and just over all this stuff. And then I did build up a little more of like the pink on the outer V here, a little bit higher, to go over the fuchsia that to go over the lavender I just laid down. So it would literally just be like, stop right here where the shimmers are. So just dust that a little bit more there. So I pretty much tried to talk about my thoughts about this palette all through the video while I was doing the eye look, so that way we wouldn't take up as much time as I normally do wrapping up at the end. So I like it okay. I feel like I'm gonna have to work with it a little bit more, but I do like the color story of this one better than the original. I showed you all that at the beginning. I don't know, I just feel like it has more fun pops of color in it, but it still gives you a few neutral ones. Like you can use this shade and these to make like and this to make it like a normal everyday smoky eye, and then you have bright colors, fun colors for people like me, and then you have like a lot of grungy jewel tone colors. So I like it. I'm impressed by it. I will say though, I feel like the shimmers were a little finicky to deal with, like the blue one in particular, and to me that's the star of the show, because we all know I am a blue, purple, green, and eyeshadow palette connoisseur. So the fact that the blue wasn't as easy for me to work with as other blues I have in my collection was kind of a little bit of a bummer for me. But otherwise, I mean, like, it was fine. It did its job. It looks nice. That's pretty much all I got. So it's up to you if you want to get it or not. I think it's nice. If you have a lot of palettes, maybe you don't need it. Or if you have the Arcana palette, you might not necessarily need it unless you just want to have it as a companion palette. But I feel like they're similar enough. It doesn't have like the like I said, it doesn't have the brighter pink and purple tones in it that this one does. But I see what I'm saying about the close enough. I feel like it's close enough to where you don't necessarily need it. It's not going to be exact, but it's close enough in my opinion. Those are my thoughts. So I hope you all enjoyed this video. Remember, you all are dimes. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Be blessed, girl. Bye.